Hi everyone. Welcome back to LAMUNATION Twins Root Episode 2. So, the first chapter for the Twins Root is taking a bit more time than I anticipated, and hopefully I can finish this chapter in this episode. So, in episode 1, it was nothing more than a game of search, which later became tag or hide and seek or chase, led by the puppy or Wanchon. And this dog runs so fast that it's hard for these girls plus Luna to chase the dog down. And Luna got involved because Iris crashed into Luna's sand sculpture on the beach while she was doing her job. So this chase started as a request from the owner to find the lost puppy. And then later, Corona and Lamune got involved because Wanchan, or the puppy, was seeking shelter. And I think it's because she's afraid of Iris, or Crazy Iris, being all excited chasing the dog. But thankfully, after a whole day of work, so Iris was able to chase down the puppy, and the puppy really enjoyed the activity. So I think as apology, Rayla decides to treat everyone to a nice hearty dinner at the restaurant, so a Cherry Crown Diner. So let's see how it goes from here and how it's going to go for dinner. So first, let's hear Lamune say, "Time for food." There you go. So, are we inconveniencing you a lot? So, you've been treating us a lot lately. It's okay. So, you two were a great help in helping us complete this mission. But it was fun. In your imagination? Hey, so stop that. So, by the way, it's dinner, so it's time for all of us to sit back and relax. So just wait for your meals to come to the table. So I too have to repay you. Okay, so I think it's mostly Rayla who does the cooking, and Iris is like the waiter or waitress and collecting money. So just wait. Okay, so I'm in for a chef surprise. Sure. And in that case, okay, so I'll have the avocado shrimp burr. Wait, so what's wrong? So this is a chef surprise, so let her decide what to serve us. Okay. Okay, right. So what happened with that puppy anyways? So we let the puppy play with Zed and Sora, and we also informed the owner, so the owner will come and pick up the puppy. So who owns that dog? Karunia, you seem in a strangely bad mood. So did something happen?
走りで負けたんだよ。言い訳するつもりはないけど、屈辱よ。マシンスペックではこちらの方が圧倒的に勝っていたというのに。次こそは必ず勝ってやるわ。
So Karuna's mad that the puppy ran faster than her custom sports car. So the one with the V10 engine and okay, so a convertible and a 5.2 liter engine. And like I mentioned before, a big weakness is that the dog is agile. So the puppy Wanchan dog could easily stop, make a turn, change course, as opposed to Karuna's convertible. So it takes more time to stop, and it's not that easy to turn or maneuver at high speeds. And next time, I don't want to be in the passenger seat, so I got car sick. Wait, what happened? Okay, so Iris is going overboard with the chef surprise. And I hope it's not that bad. So I remember an episode from Arthur. So they were going on a family trip and the burgers were sold out. So the waiter suggested chef surprise. And when they ordered it, it was not what they expected. And they end up eating something else for lunch. So it sounds suspicious and unappetizing. Like what? Okay, so here it comes. Oh, okay, so a cute cake. And that's why there were some accidents in the kitchen to prepare this beautiful cake worthy of Pinterest. And it's speaking straight to my maidenly heart. So, give her all the credit. Well, that is amazing. So, I made the cake and Ray-chan made everything else. So please be happy with this. Sure. And you too, Rayla. Okay, so let's all try some of Iris's appreciation cake. So, itadakimasu, time to eat. So how is it? So how is it? Delicious? Good? And I think it was so bad that Lamune passed out.
ブー
While the animals are playing outside.
あら、ずいぶん賑やかね。楽しそうだわ。
And who's this person? So, seems quite lively in there. Or
よし
here.
よし、ずいぶん楽しんだようね。
Oh, so I think this person is the owner of Wanchan or the puppy.
さて、邪魔はできないし、帰るわよ。
So let's go home. Okay. I see. I was wondering who the owner was, and that explains a lot actually.
あら、パーティーはいいのかしら？
Hey, so why are you not in there at the party? Well, I thought it would be rude to turn away a guest without word. And I think it's like, well, we can't just make it seem deserted. So we at least have to welcome or give company to anybody passing by. Okay, so let's invite you to this party. So why don't you hop inside? We got warm food, delicious drinks, and even some fun songs to sing.
お心遣い感謝するわ。でも、時間があまりなくてね。
Sorry.
また機会見てお邪魔させていただこうかしら。
So I can't accept that right now. I see. So then how about you so eat a slice of this bad boy before you leave. So the cake.
これは可愛らしい色のケーキじゃない。
Okay. And it is baked by this restaurant's poster girl. Just wanted to pass on some of this blessing to you.
そう。じゃあ、お言葉に甘えていただくわね。
Okay, so I'll try it. And I wonder what's next. So how is it?
新しい世界が見えるわ。でも、すごく美味しい。
I know, right? Well, anyways, everything this restaurant serves is delicious, so you should come by and eat here when you got the time.
ええ、ぜひそうさせてもらうわ。それではごきげんよ。
Okay. Well, fare thee well, little Miss Mage.
その少女と子犬は月明かりに包まれるように姿を消しました。
Okay, so time to go home.
あれれ、ルナチー君、外で何してるですか？
Oh, so the puppy's owner, or Wanchan's owner, came by, and she didn't want to interrupt, so she took the dog and just left.
お出迎えするべきでした。
Oops, so I wanted to come and greet her. Too late. She says she would come by and eat here sometime, so just not tonight.
おえーの、楽しみです。あのワンちゃんにも美味しいご飯を食べさせてあげるです。あ、ルナチー君、
Yes?
今日は本当にありがとうございました。ルナチー君と遊べて、アイリス、とても嬉しかったです。
Yeah, well, me too. So let's hang out again sometime.
はいです。
Sure. Okay, so that's the end of the first chapter. And let's see how it goes for the second chapter of the twins. So it was a little surprising to see who the owner of that Wanchan or puppy was. And I wonder how the other girls fared after eating that special cake from Iris. And I don't think Lamune passed out in the end. So it was just too good, and the story just cut right to outside where the owner of the puppy shows up. So anyways, let's see Iris and Rayla Twins Chapter 2.
レイラミリオンカラットプラテアード。
Okay.
生まれも育ちもセントアリア、双子の姉アイリスと共にこの世に生を受ける。アメリカンダイナーを営む温かい家庭にてすくすくと育つ。私立希望島学園ブローカーズ所属の3年生。
Oh, so she's a third year. Interesting.
それではテストを開始します。終わりました。早っ。
And for Luna, sleep, 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 nothing to do, bored.
学内学力テストでは毎回最速で答案を提出。もちろん全科目にて満点。
So not only she does her job well, she studies very well and gets good grades.
保健体育も。
Even in PE.
お兄ちゃん追試だってさ。
And what about Iris? Okay, so she did a lap in 8.69 seconds. So she's really good, fast.
Piece of cake.
While Lamune struggles to catch up. And I wonder, wait, so her time is not far off. So 8.75 seconds. She's just off by like 0.06 seconds. And what about Luna?
学内体力テストでも全種目で堂々の1位を獲得。はいはい、レイちゃん、もっと目こっち寄せてです。チャリティーで作った水着写真カレンダーはミリオンセラーに。
So she looks beautiful and appealing, and her swimsuit calendar sells really well
発展途上国に孤児院を建設。
and has good volunteer humanitarian experience. And for Luna, who cares? Sleep, sleep, sleep.
風船が飛んでっちゃったよ。よっこらセット。取ってきましたよ。
Here you go.
お姉ちゃんありがとう。今50メートルぐらいジャンプしなかった？
Who cares? Sleep for Luna.
ビンゴ。嘘だろ？まだ1個目の数字じゃないか。
Wait, that's impossible.
ビンゴ大会でハワイ旅行を獲得。
So you need at least 5 or 4 numbers. That's assuming. So that's assuming that the middle one is like a free space.
野球の助っ人をすれば先頭打者満塁ホームラン。しかもそのホームランで子供の病気が治る。
Who cares? Sleep! Hey, wait. So why did the home run ball bounce off the back net? And I think it's like Rayla wanting Luna to see her achievements.
ショーダウン。スペードのロイヤルストレートフラッシュです。オールインしたのに。
And I'm gonna poker. Straight flush.
よかったです。ツーイーソー大三元数暗号でトリプル役満で14万4000点。全員飛びです。
So I beat everyone. I made them lose. All of them. Really badly.
チェックメイト。駒を全部取られた。なぜか私の駒までやられてるんだけど。
And a checkmate over 2 other players.
アイリスのもです。
No, 3.
多種多様の種目で他者を圧倒。
ねえねえ、いいじゃんさ、デートしようよ。
So you're perfect. You're excellent. How about you go out with me?
やめてください。人呼びます
Oh,
よ。
to another girl.
どうせビビっちまって誰も来やしねえさ。
呼ばれて飛び出てじゃじゃじゃじゃーんです。
So Rayla-chan to the rescue.
ナンパと観光は節度を守って楽しくやりましょうね。じゃないと痛い目見ますよ。
Well, you did need to go that extreme.
私とデートしてください。
Oh, so please go on a date with me. I admire you.
兄ちゃんまたナンパされてる。街の治安維持に著しく貢献。料理の腕も超一流。お待たせいたしました。ダブルバーベキューバーガーとワカモレとチーズナチョスです。
Okay, so going to the restaurant. So I can make anything that you request.
得意のテクスメクス料理はもちろん。店員お待ち。 ハマチとマグロとダツの握りです。ご一緒に天ぷらと藤山もどうぞ。
So I can make American cuisine, Western cuisine, Japanese cuisine,
和食にも精通。お待たせいたしました。タコスとブリトーとエンチラーダです。自家製サルサ持って帰ります？
and Mexican cuisine.
メキシカン。
There you go.
お待たせいたしました。エビのチリソースとピータンと北京ダックです。
And Chinese cuisine.
中華。トムヤンクンラーメンのセンレックとガパオライスです。タイ料理。
Thai cuisine.
マルゲリータのピッツァとボンゴレのパスタとマグロのカルパッチョです。
And I wonder if Rayla is good at making ethnic cuisine as well. So I'm using the DS Orori Navi game for the Nintendo DS as reference.
イタリアン。
So in that game, there were 4 major types of cuisine. So you had Western, you had Japanese, you had Chinese, and ethnic. And then there was a sequel where they kind of expanded and made it more detailed. So instead of Western, you had US or American, and then you have European cuisine as separate.
バターチキンカレーとタンドリーチキンとマンゴーラッシーです。インド。
Okay,
フォアグラ
so
キャビアトリュフの三種盛りとウミガメのスープです。
Rayla can make ethnic cuisine as well.
ありとあらゆる国の料理を習得。
So any cuisine, even one from the South Pole.
もうダメ。お腹いっぱい。
And I wonder if she's doing this to show off and make Lamune feel bad.
そろそろデザート行きます？
Okay, so how about desserts as well?
殺す気なのかい？
Well, I'm done.
セブンっていう映画があったよね。あの死に方だけは避けたいんだゼガヒでも。
Okay, so the movie about the 7 deadly sins. I do have a copy of that, although I've never watched it. But I know it's like there's 7 ways to die based on the 7 sins.
死んだ人が見えるんだ。
And the I See Dead People, that's from the movie The Sixth Sense.
姉さん、それ違う映画です。
So come on, the 7 deadly sins, or 7, is not the same movie as The Sixth Sense.
じゃあ行ってきます。はいはい、頑張ってきてね。美味しい料理をたくさん作ってくるんですよ。舌の肥えたお金持ちの方々にどれだけ通用するか楽しみですね。その料理の腕を買われ、RMC 主催の戦場パーティーのコックに抜擢される。
So now, she's a world-renowned chef at a RMC sponsored, I'll say a yacht party.
だが、
全員床に伏せ両手を見えるところに置け。おとなしくしていれば危害は加えない。
Except there is some incident on this yacht cruise, whatever.
やれやれです。
Who cares? Sleep.
パーティーがテロリストに占拠されました。
So it's been hijacked. Okay, so what's next? Let's see.
ルナチーくん、ルナチーくん、起きてますか？
Come on, wake up. So this is bad. So it's not like what we were just talking about, or the narration. For dinner, I'll have Kellogg's Rice. Oh, Rice Krispies.
夕飯にまでシリアル食べなくていいんですよ。それ、あんまヘルシーじゃないですし。
It is to some extent. It's just that cereal's mostly sugar. Well, mostly grains.
本当に寝てますか？ペチペチ。
So you don't get the vitamins and the minerals and the fiber. But anyways, wake up. So we have an incident on board and we need you to wake up to help us. Okay, I'm awake. Wait, so is the party over already?
だとよかったんですがね。
I wish. I see, so what's the situation?
依然として膠着状態が続いてますね。なんとかしたいんですが、相手もプロのようで手出ししづらいのが現状です。
Okay. So how many of them are here or there?
見た限りだと6人。 リーダー格の男が1名、ガンナーが3名、ドライバーが1名、オペレーターが1名です。全員銃かけて武装しています。
Okay, so they are all armed. And how are they equipped? So what weapons do they have on them?
12ゲージのフルオートショットガンとサプレッサー付きプロジェクト90、それにジャベリンといったところでしょうか。
Okay, so they are semi-equipped. Ooh, wow. So assault shotguns, PWs, and wait, so manpads. Oh, so those are expensive toys. So we wait for the rescue party, huh? Well, I'm sure if they do wait, it'll be too late because it takes time for defense or law enforcement to respond and come up with a way to apprehend all these terrorists.
正面に立てばスイスチーズ、空から行けば熱々のフライドチキンにしてもらいますね。しかもタダで。
So how about we take care of this situation? So there are ways to bring them down. So I guess the only way to break out of this situation without any casualties is if we do something about it ourselves. Obviously.
そういうことです。私一人では自信がなくて。甘えてもいいですか?
And this is why I need your help. Okay, I guess I'll try and think of something.
頼りにしてますよ。
So I'm counting on you.
ルナチー君が作戦を考えてる間、少しだけ時計の針を巻き戻します。
Okay, so 2 hours and 10 minutes ago. So you're just as skilled as ever. I can hear everyone smacking their lips. So you talk good.
おや、ルナチー君じゃないですか。いらしてたんですね。
And I wonder how Luna was able to stumble upon this cruise or yacht when he's trying to sleep.
スーツなんて着ちゃって、いつもと違う服装でときめいちゃいますね。
And is even dressed up. Wow. It's a little sniff around the shoulders, so Corona forced me to wear it, saying, please, just don't bring shame to our family name. And can you believe that, girl? So she made me wear it. For what reason?
似合ってますし、とてもかっこいいですよ。ダンスに誘われたら断る女性はいないんじゃないですか?
Well, I'm sure everyone admires you. All the girls do on this yacht. But since we're on a boat, a t-shirt and shorts will be fine, I say. So, I see this as a cruise.
BPM128 のプログレッシブハウスと安酒と少しの役があるような場所ならそれでも良かったと思いますが。
Oh, so you see this as a party boat. So with beat music at 128 BPM and cheap drinks. So soda, Coke, water, lemonade. Unfortunately, this place only has live classical music and vintage wine, but it does have your cooking. So basically, this cruise ship is a bit more exquisite than what I prefer. So I want something that's more casual, like a party ship, versus something that's like a ship for rich people. So that's where the classic music and vintage wine comes in. So the first two are not my thing, but the tuna, let's see, Carpaccio is exceptional.
喜んでもらえて光栄です。しかし、珍しいですね。こんなところにあなたが出向くなんて。
And I'm surprised you would come to an event like this. I guess you can say it's for work. Well, I mean, you know who's sponsoring this event. So, RMC.
RMC ですか? 今の私にとっては雇い主でもありますけど。
So basically, we work under the same roof. Yep. And I'm here to watch over the guests and make sure they don't pull any naughty pranks on each other. So I'm kind of like the security guard to make sure nothing goes wrong.
様同士となれば、彼ら専属のおもりも役には立ちませんしね。
Well, then again, it's like, it's a way to save money. And I'm sure for Luna, you're not doing anything. So how about you help us out? So RMC.
しかし、厄介な役目を仰せ使いましたね、あなたも。
But it does suck that you have to do this troublesome job. Well, it's because my parents are rarely at home, and this sort of duty is always pushed onto the eldest man of the household. So that's
と
him.
いうことは、コロナちゃんは一緒じゃないんですね。
So what about Korona-chan? She's visiting the Laminate factory to help develop a new product or something. So she is busy. Well, hopefully she's enjoying herself. Me, well, let's just say I'm glad you're here, Rayla-chan. Well, I've got no one else to talk to but the seagulls.
私でよければお相手しますよ。ちょうど一通り作り終えて、デザートタイムまで暇ですし。
So, I'm free to talk. Well, you are a lifesaver. Good grief. Well, it's possible to keep up with the world of old rich guys. Whatever or wherever I go, it's society this, business that, and dick measuring contests to see who's bigger, stock or wine expert. So who's better, who's richer, who has more assets, who is better with fine dining, fine enjoyment.
他は車と女の自慢ですか？
So, which guy has more wealth, basically? And don't forget about oversharing their weird kinks.
ま、1% の富裕層はこうやって高いスーツを着て、でかい船に乗って金を使うのが仕事みたいなもんですから。
So basically, they all like to show off their wealth. So buy expensive purchases like luxury cars and yachts and even private jets and their own lavish home with all sorts of decoration.
ノブリス・オブリージュとかいう概念ですね。
In contrast, we are the rest of the people. So the proletarian. We got it easy. We wear discount clothes, ride ladies' bicycles, and put our change in the donation box. The simple pleasures. Well, it is true to some extent. So the idea of rich people problems. And also, for bicycles, if I remember correctly, the difference between a lady's bicycle and a men's bicycle is that the upper tube, it's slanted down for the lady's bicycle versus being straight, horizontal for the men's bicycle.
違いないですね。あ、そうだ、ルナチー君ってここに来てる人についてはお詳しいですか？
So anyways, putting wealth disparity aside, who else is attending? Somewhat. So as someone on the sponsor side of things, I'm only told the bare essentials. So they don't let me know the details.
よかったらご紹介願えます？私の料理がどこのどなたの口に入ったのか知っておきたくて。
But I need to know who I'm making the meals for. Sure, well first off, you see that old guy with the shrimp cocktail in one hand blabbering off about his opinion on something? So, he's a big shot government guy in the majority party, and he's probably here to gather sponsors for the next election.
あの人、一度閣僚時代に散々批判されてませんでした？
Yeah, well, but apparently that blew over, and the power of political kickbacks is a terrifying thing.
あのプロデューサー巻きしてるサングラスの男性は？
How about that guy? Oh, so he's a producer at a major talent agency, and rumor has it that he coerces idols to get plastic surgery. For the views, for the photo, for the magazine.
それはいいですね。私もアイドルデビューしたくなりましたよ。鼻をちょっと直したいんですよね。ほら、私、外人の血が入ってるせいで、ちょっと高いんですよ。
So, for the camera. Well, I think you're beautiful just the way you are, and you got a nice nose.
あらあら、お世辞がお上手ですね。
Oh, such flattery. And I wouldn't say I'm good at flattering you.
いかにもオーラが出てそうな女性は
So she's the president of a hotel chain, I believe. She's quite cunning, and while her mouth is all smiles, her eyes are all business.
ある意味、働く女の目指すべき場所かもしれませんね。
So she knows how to deceive and trick people. So basically, act all good so that people will come and stay at her expensive hotels, but going to business, she's arrogant, uptight, and demands a lot from her employers or employees, and might be something you'd be good at. So you can mimic that hotel president.
かもしれませんが、趣味ではないですね。こう見えて私、結構頑固で愛想悪いんですよ。
Well, I can't get along with people that well, so I didn't know that.
知ってたような顔ですね。あのスーツの御人はここには似つかわしくないくらい若いですね。
So what about that guy? I'm pretty sure he's the president of some startup venture, but I can't seem to recall what sort of business he's in.
最近のベンチャービジネスは何がどうなってるかさっぱりです。
And usually it's like they make one product or service, and they're hoping that a bigger company buys it out, and if that happens, then the owner gets all the money and he jumps ship and the company gets absorbed by the big company. Well, we are in an age where it's hard to tell what counts as business. Do you know that 40-year-old men can go on dates with teenage girls for a day and get paid for it? Wait, that sounds wrong.
ルナチー君も始めたらどうです？そしたら私、貯金はたいて買いますよ。
So how about you join this date for hire thing? I appreciate the thought, but I could not accept your coin. You worked hard to earn that money, did you? So I don't want to do this business just for you.
じゃあ、ただでデートしてくれるんですか？
So how about you just go on a date with me, no money attached? Well, when you put it that way, I guess I could or would.
しかし、こう話を聞いてると、あまり RMC とは直接関係ないような方が多いですね。
Well, this party itself is essentially nothing more than a demonstration meant to impress the rich. I'm sure that's what it has been. So, as a corporation, RMC wants to support small businesses, but showing favoritism to small companies all the time will tick off the larger ones. So they got to placate the rich with parties like this. And basically as a way to say, hey, let's see, Borgio East, we got our eyes on you too. Well, I don't know if this is going to gain trust of the larger corporations. And it might appear like, oh, you're just trying to, I'll say, deceive us or give us the false impression that you're supporting us. And if they really could, so being big businesses, they could start their own corporation and compete with RMC. Well, anyways, so basically as a way to say, hey, Burgeonies, we got our eyes on you too.
トリクルダウン理論を素で信じてそうな人たちですもんね。ダダをこねると厄介なことになりそうです。
So they seem to be bought by the claims that these big corporations say, because they could very well crush the small companies RMC so lovingly supports. But then again, I wonder if these companies...
そういうことをさせないための恣意行為でもあるんですよね、このパーティーは。
If these companies will trust RMC, or like I said, it's just giving them a false idea. Well, it's not the real intention, but yes, you enjoy yourself. So, right, Ray-chan?
ええ、料理人としてはいい腕試しの場ですよ。それに、ルナチー君とゆっくりお話できてますしね。
Well, I'm just a chef. You and me both.
チョコフォンデュは食べました？マシュマロつけていただくと美味しいです。
So, how about the chocolate fondant? It goes great with marshmallows. It's like s'mores? No, not yet. Might as well while I got the opportunity.
自分でチョコつけます？私がつけて差し上げてもよろしいのですが。
Well, let me see how you roll.
じゃあ私が。よいしょっと。はい、ルナチー君。あーんです。
So, here you go. Ooh, wait, that's embarrassing.
それが私の趣味です。はい、あーん。
So, that's how I roll. So, So let's see how it tastes.
どうですか？カカオからこだわって作ったチョコレートフォンデュは。
So, hand-picked, carefully selected ingredients. So, how is it? It's sweet and yummy and warm.
唐突に可愛くなりましたね。
Wait.
眠いんですか？
Okay, I had my full fill, so I'm tired. Sleepy time. Okay, so I forgot that I get sleepy if I eat chocolate fondue on a ship. Well, I'm pretty sure it's any food.
何ですかその発動条件がめっちゃ限定的な設定。
Hey, so how come chocolate fondue makes you sleepy? Uh-oh. And that's right when the terrorists attack the...
Ladies and gentlemen, 恐縮だが、パーティーの時間は終わりだ。
the party. So party's over.
たった今、我々がこの船を占拠した。
So we're taking over the ship.
命が惜しければおとなしく従うことだな。俺はお前ら金持ちどもの間の抜けた悲鳴が嫌いなんだよ。次誰かが騒ぐたびにそのお高いスーツをストロベリージャムで汚すことになるぞ。
So the next pig to squeal gets strawberry jam all over their expensive suit. I wonder if this is a reference to the Spaceballs movies. So there was one point where Lone Star jammed the satellite or the radar, and he did so by throwing a huge jar of strawberry jam at the antenna or satellite dish, and it literally jammed the signal, and the jam later spilled onto the computer in the command room.
あれはさっきのスーツの船が沖合に出るのを待っていたということですか？ルナチー君、どうします？ここはおとなしく捕まりますか？
So at least this yacht or ship is still docked, so there is a small window of opportunity for law enforcement to come and apprehend these terrorists. So it hasn't sealed off yet. And at this time, Luna's like, well, I'm sleepy, I have my fill, so
やれやれですね。
don't disturb me. Okay.
ビー玉を飴玉にするです。そうすると飴玉の味がラムネに溶けて美味しいです。
And for Karna, Iris, and Lamune, they're enjoying... Okay, so...
なるほど。ビー玉を飴玉にか。さっきからアイリスがアイデア出しっぱなしですごいわね。
Okay, so they're trying out new ideas for Lamune or Romne.
疲れ様。おかげでたくさんネタができたよ。これで当分実験の題材には困らないと思う。
Thanks. So that's plenty of ideas that we could go off of.
はいです。ラムニャのお役に立てたです。
And I am so happy to have helped Lamuna out.
はいこれ、お疲れ様のお礼にどうぞ。
Okay, so here's your appreciation gift.
キンキンに冷えたラムネです。
Ice cold ramune.
やっぱりラムニャのお家のラムネは美味しいです。ラムネのフロートって美味しいんですかね。ちょっとレイちゃんに頼んで作ってもらうです。夢のコラボじゃん。フルーツの味を加えるとより美味しくなりそうだね。アイリスたちのお店とラムニャの工場がコラボです。
So using ideas from our restaurant for Lamne's new mix. It's like a collaboration.
コラボ、それはちょっとマジでありかもしれない。
Cool!
考えてもいい？
So, good idea.
はいです。アイリスも何か考えとくです。でも今は頭が疲れて何も出てこないです。
But unfortunately, my head hurts, so my mind is blank.
テレビでも見よっか。コロニャ、テレビのリモコン知らない？
Okay, so why don't you watch TV?
食べた。
Wait, really?
尻に敷いてたわ。
Okay, so they're watching TV.
先ほど入った情報によりますと、2時間ほど前、セントアリア沖を航行中だった大型客船メルセデス号が武装した集団に占拠された模様です。
So, a special report. It's like, the ship Mercedes has been commandeered by an armed group.
占拠した集団は最新鋭の重火器並びに地対空ミサイルを所持しており、大変危険です。現地の当局は緊急の対策会議を進めておりますが、依然として進展はありません。
And they're wasting their time thinking about tactics to bring down this armed group. And with a countermeasure meeting, at this point, the armed group would have probably taken a few hostages, or even worse, have already killed some people.
また、犯行グループは乗客を人質に身代金を要求しており、犯行の目的はこれだと思われます。
So they want money.
あれ？これってもしかして？
Wait, so isn't that...
レイちゃんが大料理しに行ってる船です。大丈夫かな？ブルブルです。
Wait, so that's the boat Ray-chan is cooking on.
ついでにお兄ちゃんも乗ってるよ。あ、じゃあ大丈夫です。安心したですよ。
Don't worry, I'm sure Luna or Luna Chi will take care of this problem and stop the invasion from the armed forces or the terrorists.
レイちゃんとルナチーが乗ってる船を襲っちゃったのか。ちょっと犯人たちが気の毒だね。いいなぁ。こんなアクシデントが起こるなら私も行けばよかったな。
And for some reason, Karna wants to join in, even though this is no laughing matter.
でもこれが起こるのは想定の範囲内でしょ。じゃなきゃまず RMC の船が乗っ取られるなんてヘマはしないはずだし。
Well, they should have considered that there are security measures in place. So it is quite bold of them to hijack this
お
cruise.
兄ちゃんがお金持ちへのデモンストレーションだって言ってた。わざとピンチに陥らせて助けておくか。脅迫するよりも人の心をつかみやすいな。
So it might be a trap for these terrorists to lure them in.
大人の世界ですね。アイリスには理解できないです。大人になれない金持ち小僧の世界かな。私たちはお兄ちゃんとレイラちゃんを応援してればいいのよ。
So I guess we'll just have to cheer them from here.
頑張れー。 さんの声援が聞こえた気がします。
And surprisingly, Rayla can hear the cheers of Iris from a isolated small room far away at the ramen factory. Well, lucky, all I heard from my little sister was a sigh that said, well, what are you doing? And get your ass in gear already. So wake up and take care of this problem.
姉さん、ルナチー君も応援してくれてますよ。
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
さて、作戦は思いつきました？
Okay, so what's your plan to take these terrorists down? So you ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?
犯罪者と共に過ごしていると憎しみが愛情に変わる。みたいなやつです
So
ね。
you make friends with them. Yeah, well, since you're the cook, tell them you want to cook something for them, and then I'll do something with that opening. So we'll find something that both the terrorists and the hostages agree on, and then work from there.
いい提案ですが、それではルナチー君が美味しいところを持っていきすぎません？
And it kind of feels like you're just showing off or making your appearance. Oh, wait, so then do you have plan B?
まあ見ててくださいよ。人質の皆さんを頼みます。
Okay, so let's get some help from the other hostages.
そう言ってレイラちゃんは両手を上げて立ち上がりました。
動くな。貴様、何のつもりだ。
怪しまないでください。私はこの船のコックです。
コックが何の用だ。トイレなら海にしろ。たとえ女だろうとな。
いえ、皆さん緊張の連続でしょうから冷たいお飲み物でも差し上げようかと。
Cold drinks.
どうせしばらくこのままでしょうし、喉が渇いたら不用意にストレスをためかねませんからね。
So how about I offer you cold drinks?
気が利くじゃないか。いいだろう。だが妙な真似をしたらお前が料理の具になるぞ。
Okay, so I'll give you chance. And if you blow it, then you're gonna be the one who gets cooked.
ええ、構いませんよ。レイラちゃんは銃口を突きつけられながら船のデッキの中央に立ちました。
And all guns are pointed at Rayla.
それではテロリストの皆さんに美味しいコーラをご馳走するとしましょうか。
Wait, so Coke? And you can see Rayla with a bottle of Coke in her left hand. So I'll cut the episode here, and we'll see how Rayla and Luna apprehend these terrorists or armed forces. So law enforcement is pretty useless at this point. So they're busy in their cozy buildings. So the Capitol or the police station or some secret base, devising a plan to take these armed forces down. And they can't come to an agreement. And in real life, if that was the case, then the armed forces would have already gained advantages here and there. And even losing one life is not acceptable. So anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.